everyone. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys how to start a budget. If you guys do not know, I am a beauty guru here on YouTube. I do beauty, fashion, lifestyle, I vlog, I do all that type of stuff. The reason I made this channel is because tons of people were asking me about financial questions because they know that I'm a little bit in debt, and I try to save, and I do like how to make money type videos and stuff, but I decided to put it on this channel because it's not really related with beauty. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, you can. If you want to subscribe to my beauty channel, I'll have all my links to every single thing I have in my channel art on my main YouTube page. So you can find me, but I'm just going to get started and not ramble. But if you guys do see all this, I do have diabetes, so please do not judge me on how it looks. I know I hate how it looks, and in some lighting it looks okay, sometimes it doesn't, but right now I can see that it looks bad, so please excuse that. I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm just going to move on. So the first thing that you will need to have to make a budget is have a notebook so you can write everything down in. And then also I have a calendar of when my husband gets all of his paychecks, and also when he his schedule for work is. So I will be showing you this a lot more and telling you more about it, but it looks like this. I have all of his stuff. I write how many hours. I found this thing online where you can type in all of the hours a person, like the times and everything, to know how many hours they have worked. So I've put it down on all of this, so I will tell you guys more about that later. So starting with how to budget. So I have a big huge list of all my bills and everything like that. So the first thing that you will need to do is sit down with your husband, boyfriend, even if it's just you living on your own. Just write down what your income is, what their income is. If it's just you, just write your income. It depends on how many incomes you have, because if you have 2 jobs, all of that, just write it all down so that you know. And then below it, write all of your bills that you know that you will have during the month. So for me, I will tell you my whole list of bills first, and then I will explain everything. So I have a townhouse that I own, so I don't really have a rent. The only thing I have is an HOA fee, and that's $180. And me and Zach have a cell phone bill because I am married. So I have a cell phone. We have a cell phone. And we budgeted $130 for it. Sometimes it's $150, but sometimes I just say $130 because it's usually around that instead. But you can round it up higher so that you know that you have money for it. Our next bill is electricity, and right now that's $130. I know that changes, but for the way I have it, I just have all of the bills, because you do have electricity every single month, no matter what. You have it. Yes, the amount changes, but you can deal with that later. Okay, so that is $130, but in the summer, it's up to like $200 to $250, so right now, since it's not summertime, I have it at $130. And then we have car insurance, and we do pay car insurance every single month. We do not pay yearly because we don't have money to do that. So we would rather pay monthly so that we know if we have the money for it. Our car insurance is $231. We have Cox. Cox is an internet and cable company that we have. We just have internet and cable. We have the fastest internet because I do have YouTube. Excuse me. I think I'm talking too fast because I already filmed this video and the light was crap, so now I'm doing it again. But that really hurt my throat. Anyways, we do have fast internet because I have YouTube, and because my husband does do gaming, and I just do a lot of editing and stuff, so we have to have fast internet. Like I said, that's $160. And then we have a spending budget, which is $150, and our spending is going out to eat, movies, bowling, you know, fun stuff, and then it's also our household stuff. So we have dogs. We have 3. We have to get dog food, treats, toys sometimes for them, blankets, and sometimes I buy them cute little clothes if I have money too. And then we have disinfectant wipes, pee pads, paper towel, toilet paper, you know, stuff like that for the household. So all of that is into the 150. So we have that, but we used to have our own household thing, but I will get to that in a minute. So then we have just our regular food budget. That is $250 because we used to have it for $150, but then we moved it up to $250 because sometimes we eat a lot, sometimes we don't. Usually when we do grocery shopping, we have $125 every 2 weeks to get food. So we have to make it last because we don't want to go over the $250 because that's kind of a lot. So we have that, and then we have gas because I do have my license now. I got it like 3 or 4 months ago. And we have $100 for gas, so $50 for him, $50 for me. Sometimes I don't drive that much because he does use the car because we only have one car to take to work. And then we have Zach's computer, and that's $75 to $125. It depends on how much money we have, so that's why we have 2 different prices. So if we don't have enough money, then we do the lower one. So the thing about the computer is that when Zach was gone, he got a computer and he financed it on Dell, so we're paying that back each month. And then we have a credit card that we pay $200 out of my check for. And all of the bills I just mentioned comes out of my tribe check because I get $1,600 a month. So that's that comes out of that, and that all equals up to $1,606. So it's just $6. And now Zach started working a month ago, so now he is getting income. So all the bills that I'm going to mention now are coming out of his check, and then whatever we have left is saving money or stuff like that. So we have the Chase credit card also for his. So instead of paying $200, we pay $500 to the credit card because we got a credit card in Florida and we moved here to Arizona, and we didn't have money to move, but my parents wanted us to move over here because we were broke over there, so we had to use our credit card a lot. So we're paying off all of that stuff. We're paying off, you know, for the first 6 months, Zach did not have a job, so we had to put money to the credit card because I could not afford all of the bills that we had. So we're paying $500 altogether for the credit card to pay it off. And then we have spending for each other, like $100 and $100. We have $200 to spend, and so like I said, $100 for him, $100 for me, because I do YouTube. I'm a beauty guru. I have to have, you know, money for hauls, makeup, clothes, DIYs, review videos, you know, stuff like that. So I have to have some, you know, petty cash, as you call it, to use each month for my videos. And then he does gaming, so he gets games, you know, all that type of stuff for him. Even the $100 is for whatever we want besides, like if we want something at a store, if I want a purse, if I want, you know, new shoes, that comes out of my own $100. We are going to move it up higher when we're done with the credit card, but right this minute we can't. Sorry, I need to move my chair. Okay, now I can actually sit on it. So then we have $50 for phone insurance. So that is not every single month. These ones are down here are not every single month. Sorry, my dogs. Because I dropped my phone, and now I do have the shield protector. If you guys can tell that there's a shield right there. I just got this and it was $40 or $30 something dollars. And the screen protector is if your phone drops, the other glass protector is what saves your phone. Like the screen on your actual phone doesn't crack, just this thing does. So I have that now, but when I'm paying for insurance with our cell phone bill, and they told me that it was free to get a new phone, so I was like, okay. So then afterwards, they sent me a thing saying that I had to pay $200 for the insurance to get a new phone, and I was just like, wait, what? So now I have to pay $200, and it's very, very stupid, because if you're paying insurance, you shouldn't have to pay anything to it. But I have that, so I'm paying $50 a month because that's all that we can afford at this moment. So that's what I have for that. So now that I'm done with all of my bills and all my rambling, so you guys can kind of see that all of like your rent, cell phone, internet and cable, all that type of stuff, you put in one category of your monthly expenses that you know that you will have every single month. And then all of your other ones that is, you know, kind of fixed and you don't have to pay them every single month, and like they change or whatever, make another category for it. And then there's also other categories that me and Zach have that we are going to want to start doing after the credit card is off. So that I will be telling you about. But first, also, like I said, have your income on the other side and see how much you have after your bills are done. So after all of the bills that me and Zach have, we have like around $400 left over. So with that, we have these other categories that we can put money into. Of course, when the credit card is done, we will have more to put to the other categories. So we have emergency fund that we want to start, because you need emergency fund for anything. You need it for if your car breaks down, if you have to go to the hospital, if you know you need to take your dogs to the vet. You know, you have to have money. Like if you lose your job, you can't get a job for a while, you have to have money to back you up. So we want to have at least $2,000 in our emergency fund to back us up. And then, of course, saving, of course, you have to have some money in savings also to back you up, or just for if you want stuff. Sorry about that. My husband is texting me, so sorry about that. And then also, another one we have is Holiday Club, because since I do YouTube, I get stuff for Christmas and then I do a video on it. And because, you know, Christmas, you buy stuff. You just do. Or for Black Friday, I have my Christmas money and Black Friday money for my Holiday Club. You can get a Holiday Club with your bank if you do not have one. Like if you don't have a bank, just put money in a folder. I know that I do not do the envelope system, but okay, so anyways, so then you can also have a category for budget, like to budget for birthdays, for your car if you want a new car, for vacations. So the thing about having a bank, you do not have to have a bank, you know, to put all your money in. You can have just a bank account that has a savings and then has you name it accounts. You name it accounts are awesome. All you have to do is put 1 cent into those you name it accounts, and you can put as much money in there as possible, and you earn interest off of it. And you can also, it's kind of like savings, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like your categories. So what me and Zach have is, you know, he has a Zach one, I have an Angie one. We put our $100 in there. If we don't use it for that month, we just, you know, it keeps adding up. Or if we do use it, then we use it. But you can have, as on a bank account, you can have up to 30 you name it accounts. You can have, you know, emergency fund. You can have a holiday club. Holiday clubs are different from you name it accounts, though. You can have birthday money, car money, you can even have car insurance money. You can have vacations, You can just have it for anything that you want. Like if you want a Mac computer, you put Mac computer. You ask them to put Mac computer in it. You put money in there, and you can save your money. So you can have tons of categories, and you do not have to have a bank account, like an actual bank account that you have all of your money in. Just money for your categories. So that's really, really fun and nice. Me and Zach only have 2 right this minute because, like I said, we are trying to pay off our credit card before we put any money to anything else. But we do have a list of what we, right there, if you guys can see that, what we do want to get categories for. So, that is mostly everything that I have on here that I want to tell you guys about on this thing. And then also, moving back to this, I'm so sorry. So, if you guys can see, I have all of his schedule written down here, and then I have right here all of the hours that he has done for those weeks. So, for the 2 first days that Zach worked, he worked 2 days, and then it was the paid period. So then he got paid for those. So it was 2 days. He got $12, not $12, 12 hours, and he got $89. And then for the next week after that, he worked 5 days, and he got 36 hours. And then he worked 4 days. He got 24 hours the next week. He worked 5 to 6 days. Sorry, he made. I'm getting so confused. He worked 32 hours, and then the next week after that, 40 hours, and then this week he's working 42 hours. So I have all that stuff written down because then me and him can see how much money he's gonna get, so that it's a lot easier. Because so with me, I get paid once a month. He gets paid once every 2 weeks or once every week. It changes each month for him, so I never know how much he's gonna make. So that's very, very hard. And I'm a planner, so it's kind of like my OCD. I'm like, I need to know how much we're gonna have, to pay off all of our bills or have money for our categories and everything. So if your husband or boyfriend or whoever you're living with has a thing, write down his schedule, or have him write down his schedule onto a thing so that he can even know it. It's really, really helpful if you are trying to budget your money, because me and Zach have been doing this ever since we started dating, and we have been together for today we have been together for 1 year and 6 months, because today's our anniversary. So we have been together for a long time, and we have been budgeting because it is very, very hard. And then there's also another way that you can budget. So if you have a cell phone, get this app. It's called Bill Monitor, and you just go to the bill one that says bill, and you can write all of your bills right here. So the cool thing about that is it says how many bills you have right here, and it tells you how much money your bills are left. So every single time we pay a bill, I click it off of here so I know how much money we need. And then I look at my bank and I'm like, oh, we do have a little bit extra money, or we don't have extra money. So I have that stuff here. And then also, if you do have a Mac computer or if you do have an iPhone, there is numbers. So the numbers one right here. And you can make a budget right here. So I have a monthly budget, if you guys can see. And I have all of our bills right there. So all of our bills totally together is $2,316, because we are putting $700 to the credit card to pay it off faster, because we have less than 30 days to pay off the whole credit card. So we're putting $700 this month to it to pay it off, or hopefully to pay the whole thing off. And the cool thing about numbers is that you can make anything. So if you guys can see this right here, they have blank, they have checklist tool, they have personal budget, personal savings, net. They have retirement savings. They have mortgage calculator, calendar, schedule. You can even have a schedule on this thing of what your husband or anybody does for work, so you can put it on there, but they do not have an hours thing, so that's you can do. I will tell you guys. I will put a link in the down bar for the link so that you can calculate how many hours that you have done, and then you can times it by how much you get paid or whatever. Okay, and then there's running log, baby record, meal planner. So the cool thing about that is there is a meal planner. So if you are a meal planner, then you can write that stuff right down here. And let's see. They have business, they have recipes, employee schedule, they have invoice, return on investment, they have, stuff for school also, like school savings. They have tons and tons and tons of stuff on here. And I really like it because it's really, really cool that it has all of this stuff. And I can actually do this on my phone because I do have a Mac computer, but I like doing it on my phone also so that I can have it for when I am out. But there's a lot of different things that you can do to start a budget. But this is just the basic. There is a lot of different budgets that you can do that are a lot harder that I don't like to do. This is the way that I like to do it. I know exactly every single thing that I have and that I need. So I am so sorry if you guys do not do it this way, but if you do it a different way, comment down below and tell me your ways, and maybe I will get some tips out of it. And just leave me comments down below of what videos you guys want me to do, because I do want to do videos a lot for you guys to help you guys out, because I know it is really hard if you guys are in debt, and right now we are in debt because I have not even explained all the other bills that we have that we are in debt with. So I will explain that in another video, but I am going to, first, before I'm going to go, I am going to have a schedule that on Mondays I'm going to be doing different types of videos, and then on Friday I'm going to have financial tips to help you guys out. And I'm going to be putting videos up Monday and Friday. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know so that you guys know when to come back to this channel to check if I have a video. And I'm going to go, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!